Hello, this is New Vision TV. I'm Lynn Komjisha. In the last 1 decade, there have been various cases of sports people who go abroad for sports events and do not return. The recent case being the boxers who disappeared after their rings in Germany. So how and why do sportsmen disappear in foreign lands? New Vision TV gets the details.
When officials last month flagged off the bombers as Uganda's boxing team is officially called for a mission in Azerbaijan, they didn't know they would never return. Then whatever was left for the squad was deployed to Germany, only for it to fail to return from their European mission. The National Council of Sports was left with no option but to disband the Uganda Boxing Federation executive. The first squad of 5 bombers who constituted the entire national team then comprised Fazil Juma, Sula Segawa, Atanans Mugera, Willie Chakonye and Nasa. They were en route to Azerbaijan for the World Boxing Championship qualifiers when they disappeared. A few weeks later, what remained of the national team was deployed to Germany for the AIBA World Boxing Championship. They were Muzamil Kakande, David Aiti and Geoffrey Kaketo. They were last seen in the port city of Hamburg, Germany. With all the bombers missing in action, the National Council of Sports acted. Dr. Patrick Bernard Ogwell, on behalf of NCS, wrote suspending the entire executive of Uganda Boxing Federation. Ogwell copied the suspension letter to the First Lady and Minister of Education and Sports, Janet Kataha Museveni. He also copied it to the Minister of State for Sports, Charles Bakabulinde. But the more chilling development is that NCS has reported the matter to the Criminal and Intelligence Investigation Director, Assistant Inspector General of Police Grace Akolo, for action. NCS specifically and individually also accuses Mr. Fred Kavma, the jack of all trades executive member of UBF, for irregular conduct and failure to account for the resources advanced to the team as leader of the contingent that went missing. The suspension of the entire UBF executive is not surprising, since there is no national team for them to manage anyway. But the big question is, where did the 8 bombers go and what is government doing to find its missing citizens? This report was compiled by Impala Nyisentongo for New Vision TV.
And in sports news, Sports Club Villa says they will not appeal a decision by FIFA disciplinary panel that makes them dock 2 points and 2 goals due to the acts of hooliganism by their fans last week. The team will also pay a fine of 1 million shillings and bear a 2-game suspension of their goalkeeper Samson Kia. Villa's fans went wild and vandalized property during the Zam Uganda Premier League game against SC Vipers at St. Mary's Stadium, Chitende. The assessors report and video evidence shows SC Villa players attacking referee Alex Muhabi during the game at St. Mary's Chitende while opposing what they termed as poor officiation. Villa Chief Executive Officer Vale Mugwanya says there is no reason for the appeal since they do not expect fairness. Meanwhile, FIFA boss Moses Magogo has vowed to fight any kind of hooliganism and violent action in the game of football. You're still watching New Vision TV, and now for Pearl of Africa series, we take a look at a perfect vacation place for year-enders. The last quarter of the year is when people go for vacations. End of year is a time when Europeans, Asians and Americans come out to look for an ambient climate. Did you know that Uganda offers perfect accommodation for vacation at affordable rates? Take a look.
Uganda is blessed with the perfect weather all year around. This makes it your #1 stop center for a perfect vacation. No matter where you decide to spend it, it can be a national park or even on the beaches. We recommend Chaninga Lodges in Fort Portal Town. These lodges have a perfect view of Lake Chaninga. They are suitable for couples and family. The Uganda Wildlife Education Center is also a perfect vacation home for you. Besides bringing Uganda's wildlife closer to you, they also make you share the same environment at night. But this is in their executive lodges. For the lovers of national parks, Queen Elizabeth National Park and Kidepo Valley National Park have camping sites and cottages. For Queen Elizabeth, a swimming pool is located right next to the lodges. So tell me why you wouldn't spend this vacation in Uganda. For more Pile of Africa stories, visit www.newvision.co.ug.
And that's all we had for you. Thank you for watching. Be sure to catch more of your updates on your mobile, on your desktop, on your tablet, anywhere on the go by visiting www.newvision.co.ug. I'm Lynn Komjisha.